Hello everybody, welcome back. So you could probably gather from the title, but today is my birthday, not the birthday of Temtem, it's mine personally. So woohoo! I'm not somebody who personally cares too much about that, but I ran out of titles and some people just like to know, so ta-da! Anyways, as far as the stream goes, yesterday I tried switching up my hyper aggro team a little bit, tried to figure out the last two slots, and so I changed Shellant and Munko for Broccolum and Grandpa. I think Broccolum worked really well, and Grandpa, I think it was pretty good. But I don't think I procced Bully once, and Last Rush almost has like anti-synergy with the team. I think if I do run Grandpa, I'm going to be running Last Rush though because Bully just sucks. um, but for now, I'm going to actually try something different in the last slot. One of the other options, which is going to be akranox. Because I'm curious, there were a couple times yesterday when I was like, man, I wish I had an Earth type. And akranox would be that Earth type. Yeah, it's another Venom spread user, so I have synergy with it, which is nice. Only thing is that it's actually a bit slow. Or it's going to have to be slow so that I can do 2-wire combos with it. I also had to change my Chromion spread just so that I can sting before Chromion Venom spreads, because I can still get Sinner Typer bonus when paired with akranox Chromion, which would be really nice. Oh, that just means I just throw it in like HP or something. Still end up with 3 extra TVs. Chromion's TV spread must be really weird. I don't spread Chromions often enough to know. akranox has pretty low stam moves, so I don't need to invest too much in stamina. I want max special attack, deal as much damage as possible with Venom spread. And then we'll throw the rest in HP because don't really need it anywhere else. We can get 1 in both defenses too, which is nice. As far as an item goes, I'm not exactly sure. Double screen's alright. akranox lost its best item in Slingshot in the last update. Or the last big update, 1.4. So since then, I mean, I could run Mom's Lunch. Mom's Lunch with Book Lungs would allow me to sting through bait, which might be kind of nice situationally. But at other times would just be useless. So Nut Bar is a very strong item that I'm kind of tempted to put on. Yeah, we're gonna put Nut Bar just because the item is stupid. I remember in yesterday's stream we did confirm that Nut Bar does still last for 5 turns, which is really silly. I hope that Chroma gets around to fixing that. Yeah, that's right. I forgot we ended up in like 12th, rank 12 yesterday. It's kind of crazy. I still have double electrics for like Rotten Goose energy, which is nice. I'm actually gonna swap. I was debating on swapping Torrent for Rotten Goo, but I think I'll actually keep it. It's not often I have a board with one of those and then want to click Rotten Goo over microwaves. So we'll try this, see how it goes. If it goes bad, we can always swap back to Grandpa. Otherwise, there's a couple other things I still want to try if this goes badly. I mean, the things I really liked about Grandpa were that it had utility with Hypnosis, as well as priority and a spread move, Tornado and Hurricane. So like moveset wise and even typing wise, Grandpa was a really good fit. It's just having a useless trait sucks. It really sucks. Because most of these Tems have on this team have some way to take advantage of their trait to get a big advantage. But at the same time, relying so much on your traits means that a Tem like Tyrannek is going to be a big problem, even with the triple toxics I now have. And that's another thing worth noting, that because I'm running akranox now, as a third toxic, I'm very wind weak. Like, I have 3 wind weeks. So I'm probably going to have to ban Turax when possible. As well, I do have 2 electrics that can hit the winds. Turok is one that they cannot deal with very well. 2 Vine is kind of bad too, but it's got lower special defense. I think I can manage 2 Vine better than Turok. We'll have to see. Hopefully they don't have both. Alright, and I don't have to pick between them. Anyone didn't see earlier today, for the league community tournament, there was 2 teams, East Coast 1 and 2, that had agreed to do their face-off with little cup only Tems. It was really awesome to see. You can check out East25 on Twitch. There should be a VOD of it. He casted the full thing. It was a lot of fun to watch. There were some close matches, really different than what you normally see on Ladder. Hello, Lelouch, welcome. Face Epic Balloon. So we do see a Turok. Looks kind of bad. So as much as I don't want to ban it, we probably gotta. I have kind of limited spread options to deal with Mix. I've only got Electric Storm on Grumper and Binary Flood on Chromion. I got Quartz Dirt on Inky too, so we're probably good. Thank you, Lelouch. Appreciate it. Inky goes down. Still banning the Turok. Doesn't change anything I have to do there. The nice thing about dealing with Tolkien with my Toxics is that Tolkien's primary wind move is Wind Burst, which is actually 2 prio, and I can get off my Venom Spread combo before it can Wind Burst, which is really nice. I see little reason not to do this combo here. There's only 1 Toxic. I have to be careful of a Broccolum swap. Okay, so Garavolt, if it has camo, can cause me some issues here. Because that would mean that I cannot... And if it's good friend. If it's half full, I still have options. Probably seeing an akranox ban now. Suboptimal, but I think that's okay. I'll ban out the thing that beats this combo the best, and also I don't have a wind on the team outside of 2i or after 2 turns, so I don't want to have to play around bulky toxics. Toxics are actually going to really be an issue with this team now, because like Saipat and Broccolum already don't want to be in front of them too often. Akranox can beat some of the main toxics like Garunder and Hazrat, so that's really nice. But Orphil gets banned or gets walled by other toxics, so see a Broccolum ban and an opposing Broccolum picked up. Very interesting. Orphil looks like it can give good value this game, especially if I can get through this lead, specifically the Tolkien. Just to put a bit more pressure on the Tolkien, I'm really tempted to pick the Saipat, but in general, that's not going to give me a lot of value this game. I think Grumper would be better. But Grumper, while it hits a lot of stuff, gets hit back pretty hard too. Maybe I'll go akranox to start. I have book longs, so I do have a resistance to Oshiara, which would be really nice. I won't be able to self Venom Spread combo the Broccolim because Camouflage would stop Sting. So I gotta be careful of that. Do not see Amphitheater picked up. Millie, thank you. Welcome. Alright. I actually really like this outfit here that Epic's got going on. Lush, thank you as well. Hello. Marbles on the token. Aussie. All of you, you're so great, thank you. Still looking for hook kick. Yeah, I do not have hook kick, no. I know there wasn't any on the market yesterday. I'm not even sure how much it's worth. Rockland doesn't even use the stupid thing. But you need it for completion on on Showdown. Okay. That one could have it for 50k. Okay, that sounds like a reasonable price. I'd appreciate that for sure. I should not. I should not have Venom Spread here. I guess it's okay. Maybe. Nice. Yeah, I should not have. I didn't even think about Mix coming in there. I was like, neither Broccolim or Oshiara want to eat a double in, so I didn't think, and that sucked. I mean, Grumper really likes this board. Chromion, I don't think I need anything. I don't think I need for anything else. I think I just want Grumper on the field. Yeah, they're just gonna double into Chromion, make sure it dies before getting another hit in. No surprises at all. It's actually really close that I survive. Now I have the option of bringing 2-wire back in and changing up the type chart if I want. We're gonna see either Broccolim or Broccolim or Oshiara, but neither of them are something I want to deal with right now. Probably gonna see the Broccolim. I think when you were looking for them, you overpaid, but it's fine. You're not sure it's what it's worth. Yeah, ETC prices are all over the place. Because like there's not a lot of people doing layers, and with Dojo Wars not happening for multiple weeks, it's super sketch. On like there's so many ETCs that should be in the pool that just aren't. I'm taking a bit of a risk here by keeping Orphil in. I should have electric stormed. Dang it. I'm kind of predicting the token to swap here, but electric storm would have been safe. And yet this works. You heard you can come into the stream for tips and advice? Sure thing. Hello, Shatish. I did just get your message on Discord. Yeah, the main Temtem Discord, it is pretty quiet nowadays. Not. Plus, there was a lot of people that were online, were talking in the on Twitch, because East was streaming a community tournament, and it was pretty hype. It was an LC little series. He's got the VOD of it if anyone wants to check it out. I just mentioned that a bit ago. That prediction right there, I think, is going to win me the game. Broccolum does not quite go down, but that's fine. You just see the soul shout into Orphill, which is very interesting. I was gonna Thunderstrike for max damage on the Tolkien. And I'll Tink for a little bit extra, but Orphill's never getting that off. I think this kills. Okay, not quite, but that's fine. Because I just bring in my last two Tems. I think I could have Soul Shouted plus NATO on Grumper to kill. Well, Grumper... it didn't matter. They needed... So what happened was a couple turns before, it was Oshiara and Tolkien on the board, and I had Grumper and Orphill, and he blinked first. The Tolkien swapped, I kept Orphill in and one-shot the Oshiara. So, it was a huge turn. Also, my Orphill went before the Oshiara did, so I didn't even lose any health on Grumper. That gives me one more place. We're almost top 10. Akranox did a total of 0 that game. Argus, thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome as well. If you're around, Bossy, I could buy that hook kick off you. Turn my Broccolum on Luma. If you're busy, that's fine too. I can catch you another time. Perfect, right here. Thanks again, really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ham as soon as 1.5 drops on that mythical layer. Hope to get a whole bunch of ETCs and maybe help some of y'all out if you're looking for any. Add some to the market, just help ETC prices drop. I know I've had a lot of y'all have been really nice with trading me ETCs that I need. I still haven't seen any of the new ones that were supposed to be added to the pool yet. Stuff like Tornado, Denigrate, Plasma Beam, Blue Screen, all of those. So, nice, perfect. Just gotta get that side pad out of Digilair sometime. So I can't even turn my little chubby here wasp into a Luma Waspian until I get a blue screen ETC, which I have not seen yet. And I know one of my good friends, Parzace, is looking for one too, and it's just they're not on the market. I think Official's looking for Plasma Beam, and I'm not sure if anyone. Oh, Pedal Dagger's another one. Can't use my Saku either. I hope they get that fixed for sure. I know somebody submitted a bug report on it. Could just be that they sell instantly whenever they are on the market, and there's so few of them that pop up. It's hard to say. And if anyone saw the Marshall strike on my Broccolum when I replaced Hook Kick, so when I was thinking of adding Broccolum to the team yesterday, I had this idea of what if Marshall Strike can self-target? So, because if you could self-target with Marshall Strike and you had like Kaleidoscope, you could pass on the evasion to your ally. So it'd basically be like it would have the ability to do the same thing as Shelllant, while also scaling its special attack and dealing tons of damage. So I'm like, man, this is the perfect replacement for Shelllant, but it can't self-target. And yeah, it would probably be really broken if you could scale your special attack while also getting evasion at high prio. So yeah, makes sense, but big sad. Need to do a complete tier list on all the furniture in Temtem. I think that's a great idea for a video that you should try, Shatish. Have you seen my house in Temtem? I could give you my Temtem address. I think I have a fruit blender in there. Yeah, I'd have the Pukarium, but I can't place it. Another Scaravel. It's very interesting. Got to be careful about which buttons I click then. Yeah, I'm not doing a furniture tier list. That sounds awful. There's a lot of the furniture shops I haven't even walked into, unless I've had like a postal delivery there. It's a cool little side thing for everyone interested, but I am not one of those players who is interested. Need to milk this game for content, Mag. Can't just throw away ideas like this. Alright, listen here. So, there's some people in Vanity kind of throwing around the idea of having a contest for both outfits and maybe even a housing one. Still pretty early, so I can't say anything for sure. But I'll like do an announcement for it if there is something like that. And there would be like a competition and maybe some prizes. So like, it's not like other people can do that. You need to apply to Vanity. Are you actually going to continue playing the game for a while? Grumper gets banned here, so rip one of my Hazorak counters. A bit more casually, but yeah, I think casually is the way to go for sure. Thank you, Kip. Welcome. Kazuma's Albion. What is up with the 2-wire Toxicromion lead? If you're seeing it, Shatish, that's literally because of me. Like, genuinely. I apologize. I know that there's a lot of newer players out there who are using my codes. Like, there's been a lot of people who like this team. I'm glad. I'm glad y'all like this team. And you're more than welcome to use the team. I create them, well, for myself, but also for you guys to use, so hearing that you guys use the teams is really cool. Zero speed akranox. It is actually 2 TVs in speed akranox. Yeah, it's basically nothing. 2 gets banned now. Won't be able to hang out too much here. You'll just be mostly lurking. Well, I'm glad you were able to make it and stop by. No worries. I have no idea how long I'm going to stream today. Could not even give you a guess. Like, most of the people around kind of went home for the weekend. It's Labor Day here in the US, so it's not like there's a whole lot to do. Triple wind. This sucks. I think there's like a spike ball tournament or something. I might just go watch later. Can't actually play the game. I've never played spike ball, but go support a couple of my friends that are playing. Shows you're facing a carbon copy of my team. Which one? This one? Yeah, that's what happens. I post the codes, so I've got a few popular teams out there actually. I want to keep Saipat around for Tolkien and even Zalbian. If possible, but that might not be possible. Azrat doesn't have any good swaps here, which is really nice. I actually want Chromion to die, but it doesn't die until next turn, which really sucks. Because I'm assuming this Hazrat's Calc to live a Soil Steam. It's not that much investment, and it's a really common move to be clicked on it. I could bring in Inky, but Inky is just as valuable as Saipat. I think I have to, though. It really sucks, but it's the only way I'm getting out of this. You could very easily predict me into a Tesla Prison plus Lava Wave. No, it's a Wastewater. There's no waters on his side, so no Lava Wave synergy, which is very nice. I think it'd be really nice for Toxic Ticks, but that's it. I could take a risk and do Quartz Dirt, hoping that the even -1 I'm faster than the Hazrat because it's really tanky. I'll try that for fun. Ooh, what did Gazma click? Hurricane? It must have been Hurricane. I don't think this is awful. I needed a double into the Gazuma. Yeah, shoot. Even just double wind moves, and he resists. The Stabian resists now, so that was a big misplay on my part. I should have stung the Gazuma. Zabian was not an issue. I also could have just DC beamed. Yeah, I think this one's just a loss, unfortunately. The marbles is also getting a lot of value from that Gazuma. If I was able to take out the Gazuma, I could kill Zabian here for free without having to worry about not having to worry about much. And if I took out the Zabian as well with DC beam instead, I would have also had more options. Fires, thanks for stopping by. Hope your trip's going well. I appreciate it. Shadish. I have not met Pars, but Pars said himself that he is short, so... I'm basing my information off of that. I'm not really sure what Katako's thinking here. I'm just kind of doomed. Probably trying to figure out if another Tesla prison actually outspeeds Saipad here. Very likely could. Unless it's a really slow Gazuma, but I don't think this one is. How would you buy a coaching session from me with channel points? I hope you know how Twitch works, but I mean there's like a little button in the bottom left. I don't have a cute picture for it or anything. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. You're blind, you found it? Alright, good. Yeah, that's GG. I on the Inky turn, I needed to play better. I could have very easily outsped with DC beam. Are Binary Flood a good move now, or is it just a fill move? Binary Flood is competing for one of the best moves in the game. I think Denigrate's better. Probably goes like Denigrate, Binary Flood. I don't really know what's below that, but it's crazy good. Especially on something like Hedgen where it's Prio as well. The damage is pretty similar to a non-synergy microwaves. It's spread and it seizes. And it cannot be resisted, so it's so much value. Basically every time Binary Flood is up, you want to click it. GG's Chaotico. I made a few misplays, but you definitely had me there. King's Roar, Bark Shield, Divine Inspiration are all insane too. I mean, King's Roar is crazy, but if you take into account the 3 hold, it's kind of, and it's only on Raiken, it's a lot more reasonable. Bark Shield's also really nice. Kind of similar though. Divine Inspiration, also really good, but only on Pig, and Pig has other issues. But I guess the moves themselves, yeah. Wider Blade's probably up there. Forgot about Outgrowth. Okay, so there's a lot of cracked moves, and most of them are spread. Essentially. They buffed a lot of spread moves, and so that is also kind of a reason why Mix is seen less. Neutral's worth using this patch or nah, since Adoro's too meta. Depends on which neutrals. A lot of neutrals have lost tools. Like Yowler with the Hibernate nerf's a lot harder to pull off. Can still be like a late Torment comebacker combo though. Gunch without Slingshot feels so bad. Rolder. Oh, I mean, Rolder, you're just better off running a real Earth. Like, there's no reason to run Rolder when you can run Turok or Volphy. Rolder losing against the two other main Earths in the meta sucks so bad. Mouflink, Momo still going strong. I agree there. Venmet, Venks are kind of rough. Venmet is just, I don't know. I mean, let's just say there's better stat sticks in this meta. So if you're running them, I'd say that the Mouflink is really the neutral you want to go with. Momo is an option too. Is Ventil actually usable? Nope. Ventil is best used as a sacrifice bot, basically. Get a rematch against Incognito mode. I still remember from last night throwing my match. So let's try not to do that today. We'll see how it goes. Trying to remember some stuff about it. About the team. Incognito mode just finished beating you twice. I still don't know who it is. I heard maybe it was Cepheus, but can't say for sure. I know somebody mentioned it's a gag bomb style team, but no idea who it is. You're watching match, talking about housing competition, dress up competition. You done both in Phoenix. It's fun. Dress up, take a picture with a Tem. So lots of coordinating to look like certain stuff. Yeah, I mean it's definitely a cool thing, and it's something that a lot of players could participate in. I'm just gonna not think with my lead. Like, I obviously just go with Pookie theme, match Pookie, have Pookie mount, everything. They buff Cycrox. They nerf Cycrox multiple times, but Neurotoxin's only. I haven't seen a water since Cycrox in a little while. There's better Venom Spread users. If you're running Cycrox, you want to run Reactive Vial. And just run it super bulky. Both Mouflink and Mimit are kind of issues. I think I'm just going to ban the Mimit. What are the best Venom Spread users right now? Well, let's see. I have a Toxic Chromion, which in my opinion is kind of cracked. Akranox is in a rough... I mean, honestly, lots of Venom Spread users just aren't great. Like, the move itself is not that good. But in this specific situation I figured out, it's very strong. I want Akranox for sure. I don't know why I was thinking about not bringing it. Whip nerf also hurt V-spreads Crocs. That's another thing I forgot about. Yeah, the whip change really hurt a lot of Venom Spread users, actually. Even Akranox. You can't run Akranox 2-wire real well anymore because your Akranox has to be so slow, and the max speed you can get off with the combo is 272. Early on in the season, there were some Crocs enjoyers. I think that was when I saw the last Water Synth. It was very early in the season. wasn't even paying attention. What did they ban? Was it Broccolum? Broccolum first ban? Physical team didn't want to deal with camouflage, I suppose. Random water crocs on a stall team. Yeah, it was just really random. I'm not sure. Oh, this is what happened. Now I remember. It was a fast Gazuma and it screwed up my combo. Oh man, I'm trolling. This happened twice now. Sorry, I'm so distracted reading reading chat. I need to not ever click this combo against the Gazuma. It is so free to kill this Oshiara if I just click binary or toxic torrent. Like that is such a squishy Gazuma, it's ridiculous. In the end, it'll be a very similar trade. Allowed to run 500-500 team on an ult. I suppose you would be able to. I mean, there's nothing stopping you. I wouldn't. Oshiara swap here, swap in Zalbian. It's really nice. Gazuma goes down because that is the downside of having such a squishy Gazuma. I could be in a much better situation now, but even this isn't so bad. So even if this is a max speed Cyberclaw Albion or something, I want to see Valash come in. I guess I could have Nicho'd predicting that. It wouldn't have really, and that would have helped significantly. If it's just a Bestial charge, it doesn't matter anyways. Double kick, yeah, same difference. But if it's a max speed Valash now, I'll still get outsped, which sucks. And I think this one is. This was a really strange team design. Valash swaps? What is he sacking now? Zalbian? Okay. Bestial charge just for chip damage on both. It's a very fair play. Get a little bit of health back with Inductor. Oshiara comes in. swap an akranox just in case it's a max speed OCR and it just throws a water move in Grumper's direction. Which it does. Speed arrow. Oh yeah, I got a nut bar on the akranox. This is a nice board to have as well. Not another speed buff. Mooflang is running out of. It's running out of stamina here. Between the Nicho and Soil Steam, Valash should go down here. And then the whatever's left of akranox and Grumper should be able to take down the low stam Mooflang. Remember when Mag was making a hyper aggro team and now he's running nut bars of iron coating? Awesome. I do outspeed the Mooflang, which is nice. I'm not allowed to run speed on this akranox. It just doesn't do anything. So, I could have the extra 10% damage, but I think Nutbar is such a broken item, it's just better to have here. You were the one that convinced me not to run Hand Fan on my grandpa yesterday. GG's. We got our revenge from yesterday. Sweet, sweet revenge. Even after the complete flub turn 1. Wasn't here yesterday. No, you weren't here, but in Discord chat you were saying that I should run Fake Beard. And then I had realized during the stream that you were correct. Grandpa has 2 base stamina. Yeah, I know. I remember when I was using Pajaro on a couple teams, I had to invest over 350 TVs just to reach the 61 stamina breakpoint. Pajaro has the lowest stamina, or lowest base stamina in the game. So Sweatband open? Yep. I have Sweatband open. I'm not sure who I would put it on though. If Volfi wasn't as common in the meta, I would definitely throw it on the 2-wire for a better stamina rotation. But because I have to worry about handcuffs, it kind of forces me to have camo as the item. Thank you, Lilas and Neo. You don't read, you just show up. That works too. I appreciate that you're both here. Glad you're able to enjoy the content. Birthday Luma, I'm hoping. I've been here all week. Probably approaching 15 hours in this dang Cypark. Given plenty of it was on stream, but I think I've done so much off stream. Watched like a full 12 episode anime series in just like what, 6 hours? Still didn't find one. You got 2 Magmas and 1 Pajaro this week. Ah, no, don't shove it in my face. I feel bad. That's okay. I'm saving all my luck for the Anatan that I'm gonna get with the 1 Bastion I bought for lower than market price on the auction house. Yeah, sending luck now. Yeah, I should add a couple more channel points things. I was gonna add like a lurk, Luma luck. I was debating on something else, but I forgot. It was just something silly for cheap. I think Pixel Umbreon had Luma luck point. I think it's pretty common, especially for a lot of the actual Luma streamers. Wonder how she's doing now. That is true. I haven't seen her in a long time. A lot of the older main Temtem streamers kind of gone off doing other games, better things with their lives or something. I received a random code. Palia? Palia? Not sure who that is. Name sounds familiar, but I'm kind of blanking for some reason. It's a game. Oh, that's why. That's right. I've seen it on recommended a couple times. No idea what it really is. Isn't it some sort of life sim almost? I think I've seen people fishing in it, in like a little village. High res Stardew Valley or something. I've played stuff like Rune Story because there's actually a monster taming system in that game, and it also had like a farming life aspect to it. It was really good. And the monster catching was a little lackluster, but it was a really nice bonus to have for the combat. Yeah, I haven't seen any new games in a long time that have been like, wow, I gotta try this. I feel like now that my standards are Temtem, it's kind of hard to pass that up. I don't know, it's like, I feel like there's so many games that exist now that unique concepts just don't really exist anymore. I have friends, Baldur's Gate is a must. I can't tell, like, that you could totally spin that same comment around as an insult. I know it's not meant to be. Oh, that's funny. Uh, I have a couple friends that are interested in Baldur's Gate, but the price tag really turns them off. So they kind of want to wait until it goes cheaper. Maybe it's just the industry stagnating. Yeah, I mean, it definitely could be that. But like I've spent a few hours on some odd days where it's just like, huh, could I think of a good unique game that doesn't exist yet? And I got nothing. I can't think of anything unique. So I mean, some genius has got to come up with something completely new and really entertaining. Something with a lot of replayability and something that can still manage to be competitive. That would be perfect. That's the one thing about Baldur's Gate that doesn't quite fit something I'm looking for. Is it's kind of like a story-based game, right? There's no competitive aspect. Not that it's not worth playing, and I'm definitely gonna probably play it at some point, but the amount of I don't know, it's your skill in the game I feel like doesn't particularly matter. It's just kind of a great game to screw around with and have fun on nights. Kind of linear, but you can approach anything in so many different directions. Yeah, I mean it's basically like D&D, right? I've played D&D plenty of times, campaigns with friends. It's always a blast. It's a whole role-playing thing. You always thought that was the draw. Yeah, I mean like flexibility in your options in a video game is something that's really interesting. Because normally you just have like 3 dialogue options, but I mean being able to kick a squirrel because you approached a random squirrel on the side of the road. Like just little details like that, I think, are what make Baldur's Gate. and I've talked about so much right now. I've been stuck DMing for so long, the Baldur's Gate gave you a chance to be the player. Yeah, I could see that being really nice. I've been lucky I got friends that enjoy DMing, so I can just kind of be a player. Not that I haven't DM'd before, but through simpler campaigns. We almost have attacked you first, so it's justified. I've just seen some clips. I think it did attack the person. The dialogue was really small. My eyes are awful. If I ever get a camera, I'll show you guys my stupid glasses prescription. Lenses are practically an inch long. So little text boxes, not a fan. But I'm sure you can probably make it bigger. Ah, come on, it's not even Sunday yet. Queue shouldn't be this long. I'm gonna get matched against a silver player. Shatish, don't queue up. You're already in a match. Genuinely, when you finish, I'll probably either get you or your opponent. That's how things are going right now. Wish I could give you guys faster content, but it's like I can't control who's playing the game right now. I don't mind just sitting here and chatting in Ty Park though. It's not so bad. Fed insta keys versus the gold 3 players earlier today. Good times. I gotta respect the mental fortitude of those gold players that sit in 10-minute queues just to get matched against the high-ranking legends. Nah. All right. I've really been meaning to get some practice in against a digi aggro team, so this is really nice. Psypack gets banned. That is a forced ban on Hedgen then. I don't have anything that can deal with it effectively. I guess I do have like double Earths, but it's really bad. Leak the birthday plans. Most of my buddies, kind of everyone on campus, went home for Labor Day weekend, so I'm here in the States. So just me and like 1 or 2 other guys. Yesterday I went out with my family, just had a buffet for lunch. It was really nice. And then they also bought me some extra food in the fridge just for today. I really don't do much for my birthday nowadays. I'm very simple, easy to please. Like, I'm just playing Temtem and it's fun, so what more could I ask for? Hmm. Hmm. If I pick one of my Earths now, the other one's getting banned. So it doesn't really matter if I pick one up now. I'll just pick them both up later. By picking Orphyl and 2-wire instead of Chromion, I might be able to outspeed some of the slower stuff, like Munko, Zalbian, and double in before they get a hit off. With this lead, I would have liked to pick the Chromion, but it's the unfortunate part of being on orange side. I don't know if this is Pigment Inverter or Electric Chromion or not. I want to say it is. It means that I can hit everything except my Chromion, which sucks. I'm picking everything other than Broccolum here. Inky makes sense. Inky would have outsped and been able to one-shot Munko. Now I need Chromion on the board against Munko, or else it can claim a kill for free. Or 2-wire, I suppose, but... we'll just have to see. Yep, with the gift sub, thank you so much. And Kunders will pop in, say thanks or something. Yeah, this turn one's rough. The Volphy has handcuffs and outspeeds. Not much. It is more than enough. Thank you so much, Kip. Wow, okay. I did not expect to die from that in the slightest. Oh, I'm kind of screwed now. Huh. That sucks. That's good to know. I know Arfo's pretty squishy on the special defensive side, but that was a base 70 move and a base 85 move. Even max special attack from both of them, I wouldn't think that it kills entirely, but it does, so. Good information. Orphle didn't deserve that. I also don't think it did. That bar coming in handy though. Wolfie did have handcuffs, so if the Wolfie was faster than the Cash, I would have also ran into issues, so. Okay, goes down. Low screen's also an option. Might live some wind moves. Yeah, I should probably do something like that. Have a more defensive item on Orphle. I don't think the extra damage from War Drum really comes in handy much, if at all. Utility Hypnose. It's good to stick around a tad bit longer. Yeah. I mean, I'd kind of just have Hypno on there because the other option is like Roots for at least a priority option. If I know I'm going to get outsped and just want to do something. I don't really need the coverage on Narco because I have so much speed and I just don't have enough bulk. I got baited there. I guess he either knew or predicted that my 2-wire was max speed and would outspeed his Munko. Not sure which. If Ragnit swaps, Akranox whiffs, and I will wish I stung instead. Okay. There's a world where Grumper outspeeds Munko. There is? I'd love to be in that one. Yeah, I wish I stung now. Okay. So now I have to predict, is there going to be an Electro Punch harmful on Chromion double in? Or is there going to be a split and an attack on 2-wire? Chromion does not live a double in, but if they ignore 2-wire, I will wish I had swapped to Grumper. I always live one hit. I know they have to double in, but they could very easily double into the Chromion slot here and just ignore the 2-wire because it's going to OX again. So it's a 50-50. Do I get doubled in on, or do I get an attack off? I should read a Grumper swap to Microwave's Munko. They double Chromion, you bet? That's what I'm thinking. But I mean, if this was a max speed Chromion, then I always outspeed the Munko. 50-50, we love those. Not only is it not a double, but it's a swap into the opposite slot that I attacked. Very, 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 very unfortunate. But Grumper does like this board. Not this one, though. See punch and shout, yeah. Yeah, I know, I lost too many 50-50s there. Way too many. If I just turbo attack the Zalbian there, I win. If I know that the Volfi Drakash kills Orphil, I make different plays. Multiple different things. How long was the queue for this match? Like 10 minutes. Yeah, so it's good to know that this matchup is winnable. I just misplayed multiple times. It was a complete 50-50 with the Munko Zalbian turn. I knew it would be. It was so obvious, I just didn't know which way to go. Getting too bored, you're down for a few scrims. I'm not getting bored, it's just... I want to get my double win of the day first. GG's. Unfortunate. I wasn't 100% sure that a turbo attack would kill the Zalbian, which is why I didn't click on it. If it had lived, then it didn't, and I made it 50-50 no matter what, I would have lost. I suppose I should have predicted it's just a max speed Zalbian with no bulk. But even most Zalbians run double screen with a reasonable amount of bulk. And its physical defense is higher than its special defense. It's probably something I should just kilk. Two-wire. Turbo attack. Zalbian. Gear. Double screen. So it's really not that much investment. It's like 80 HP invest for Zalbian to live that. I might be able to just queue into you. You just got Natna instead? Oh. Best of luck. I never know what speed tiers Zalbians hit either. I think the 222 is the optimal breakpoint for Zalbians to hit. You think he runs Umbrella? Nah, that's just a lack of information then. I mean, since they're doing like partial open info next patch, I kind of wish they'd just do the full thing. But I'll take what I can get. For all I know, he could have been running tinfoil hat. What happened? Yeah, turn 1 was the mess. Game would have gone much differently if Orphil lived. Max special attack for Cash and Wolfie. Yeah, everything was like 500 spreads there. I'd bet. So who knows? I probably would have killed the Zalbian because it didn't have any bulk invests or something. I'd be really surprised to see a Digi-Aggro player sack damage or speed on any of their Tems. This is a very fast team. Hedgen and Minotaur kind of an issue. At the same time, this team is very weak to Earth. There's 5 Earth weaknesses. I mean, unfortunately, we're just going to see, like, 2-wire plus just to counter my double Earth, but like 2 Earths really ruins this team. Picks Rolder, that's even better. Because now he's discouraged from picking 2-wire because he'd actually be helping me somewhat. I always swap Grumper turn 1. Always. Because it has bait, and if he attacked it with the 2-wire, it would push off the nullified, and I'd still get hit with the stone ball. No, thank you. Thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. Still be down for some games later if you want. Okay, we see the 2-wire picked up. Everything left is weak to Earth. Aches, thank you as well. Happy birthday. message. Grumper's kind of annoying actually, especially if it's got like a little bit of speed and sludge gifts. I just have to make it through this lead, really. I have to. So whichever time I pick here is just getting sacked. Unless we see a feather gatling. So I guess it's possible. But then Orphil can live the double in, which would be the optimal situation. Oh. Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. I was not expecting the mom's launch. They almost always run camo. I don't really want to push off the nullified on anything though. On any. Okay. Ooh, just choked on something. Here's a Faraday cage, which is what I wanted to see. I should be able to live that to less than half. That doesn't do much, but it's a roller. Probably just gonna get turbined here, but like, if not, I'll just take some damage on 2-layer, and we're good. Orphil dies, I just bring in Psypat, and I really don't know what he does. Psypat's not even the bigger issue here. Orphil does get the damage off. Mwah, beautiful. That is enough to put it in Venomous Claws from Psypat, for sure. Orphil goes down, but just it did so much this match already. Real impact, just kind of chipping akranox, but it's got nut bar. Psypack comes in, I swap akranox for Broccoloom, and should be good. I don't see how things can go wrong. Roller doesn't have enough steam left. I mean, I guess 2-hour can swap out and then come back in and prevent my type advantage, which is what we see, but yeah, I guess I should have soil steamed, but that's fine. I don't think I'm really scared. Broccoloom gets evasion. Roller OXs. Curious what the Minotaur clicked. It's actually really interesting. If it Click Tasty Lunge, that means I can outspeed it with normal prio. No, it clicks Black Hole. Not letting me know the type or the speed advantage at all. Probably not wanting to click an electric move, predicting I'm going to swap into one of my Earths. Hedging? Okay. Roller Minotaur and Ow here they're playing in this new update. I don't really see them used at all. It's very interesting to see, actually. I guess there's a possibility that the Hasty Lunge outspeeds my Psypat, but it doesn't. Ooh, that was kind of a tanky Hedgen. Must have some HP invest. Iso. Yep, not enough speed in that Minotaur for him, unfortunately. Brings you slight nostalgia. Yeah, Roller's not a common Tem anymore. At all. Oh, we gotta go through the whole animation again. It's so slow. Sometimes it applies really fast, other times it doesn't. And like when it applies slowly, like I can tell that the 2i is the slowest thing on the field. Venom Spread user with Marathonist would be kind of cool. I could see that, yeah. Instead we have Brocklim, and you're gonna like it. I guess just Mom's Lunch that does that, normally it procs all in one go. Yeah, that's probably it. And I guess pushing off the Nullified kind of actually works against me here. It's fine. Rip stamina. Hello, Dominic. Thank you. Welcome. Oh, he does have Turbine. Wonder why he didn't use it earlier. Must not have Fiery Soul if it's using Quetta. I always like Fiery Soul just for non-synergy prio. Because like in a situation like that, it would have been really helpful to kill the Akranox before it got a hit off. Either way, my team has a stupid amount of speed, even the slow Tems like Grumper and Broccolim, so GG's. Yeah, we don't get to reclaim our 11th spot yet. See if we can get another win. My roommate's probably coming home in a few minutes, so I might just randomly mute myself at some point, just so you guys know. But we'll see. Nero, hello, thank you. Yes, I would really love to just get this Magnus knocked out. And I hope after all this it's at least a male. uh, you're late? Late to what? Is it maybe, is it already tomorrow where you're at? Because I'm from the US. So it's still today where I'm at. Alright. That wasn't too bad for a Q. Come on, Shatish, we've been through this. We're in like the same time zone just about. Schools. Okay. Do not like Volerand. I also don't like Platamus. Out of the two, I think I want to ban Platamus. There's, it seems really common that triple toxics are just a thing. Like, this entire team sucks for me. Genuinely. Bring Grandpa back. I'm not. I shouldn't mention. I don't like how akranox feels so far. It's kind of nice to have a secondary tanky option, but it just feels so slow. So slow. Probably. Surely it's a reactive vial. Olgu. Like, akranox, just because of the type chart, it's the best option here. Unfortunately, I can't even hit this Garia with an earth move, or with a nature move, because my Brocklem's actually faster than my akranox. And there's like no special nature move that's normal prio turn 1. That's an interesting ban. It's a very, very interesting ban. But it makes sense, I suppose. I really don't see how I'm gonna break through this. I have to take damage to kill. Like, I have to trade when fighting each of these Tems. They're just fast enough to get a hit off. Gonna be an issue. Enki's probably one of my better picks here. No, Orpheel's weak to too much. It's not going to do anything this game. I can get a little bit more value out of Chromion just because it's tankier, but neither's a good option. Gario has marbles? Seriously? That's really annoying. I guess I could have ignored the... there really wasn't a reason to double the Gario. He's afraid of the akranox? I guess because it was better into Hazrat. I swapped to Inky here because Inky resists both of Volarin's stabs. I can kill Gario before it gets a hit off, and I can get a trap on anything that comes in. Where's the drill on Brock? Surprise the Garios. I really like the damage boost from Sensei Robe. It's such a big boost. I don't see a whole lot of Garios. Ugh, stupid marbles. Molgu? Okay. You call me and read fanfics from Wattpad on stream? I have Discord turned off from picking up stream audio right now. And you're the reason why. Nothing wants to take a T-strike. I know who made me do that. Oh, the flippin' marbles screwed up my rotation. Whatever. So Pars kept saying slurs. Nah. I just... so what happened was I was getting multiple pings on stream, and it was... Discord, apparently when you have that turned on, also picks up pings. So I just turned it off so nobody had to deal with that. Thank you for the follow, FIFA. FIFA mobile champ. Wow, there's a champ in our midst, guys. Beef up. Okay. Ugh. Pretty sure Discord separates voice and pings into 2 different audio channels. I thought people were here. I thought I watched one of my VODs and it picked it up. Maybe Discord does it, but when OBS records it, it's all the same. Temtem's still alive? You thought it died when Kick started? No, it's... Player rates are a bit low, but yeah, it's still alive. There's still a really solid community here. We all love playing. Let's go on Do Not Disturb. I mean, it's really easy to flip on and off. I can change it super easy. Let's make myself busy. Okay, I'm now busy. Congratulations. Surprised I outsped my Hedgen. Yeah, I would always expect Psypaths to outspeed Hedgen nowadays. It's such a common matchup, and it's a really good one to be able to come out on top for. Like his outfit? One Piece fan, huh? Psypath pretty rare. I've actually been seeing a lot of Psypaths recently. Okay. So really hoping that would kill the Gario. I guess I should have plagued the Gario instead. You actually run a One Piece fan club in Temtem? Oh, are you? Yeah, I've seen a few around actually. It's cool that you're one of them. mean, Hazard always swaps there. Tomorrow saw 800 online in game. You know, Welsh and Shirk giving it a shot. You think compared? It's a lot of chats. I think a lot of conversations happening. I can't keep up with. That's so cool though. You don't have to guess the gear because it's always Horn. I think that it's probably a joke, Neo. Maybe not, but I had a match where I was running Volcrane. I was trying out Volcrane on a team, and I faced a Drill Saipat. Not a common item in the slightest, and it threw me off so badly. Not what I wanted to see. And it completely ruined me. Romeo almost sold for 70k. Nice. I wasn't sure if those things were gonna sell. Drill Saipat also neutralize the Gary probe. Drinks around me tonight? I don't remember agreeing to this. Josiah was in... Oh, okay. I'm glad I lived. It was really... I didn't know if I would because I had the beef up earlier. But I was confident that Volarant's attack stats sucks so bad. The 100% swap into Garia for Lava Wave. Yeah. But like, I could just kill the Hazrat. Yeah, I think I had this one won regardless of what choice he made on that turn. I just have speed advantage. Fat Rat? No, I might... Inky, I have just one speed faster than max speed Hazrat for that specific matchup. If Inky was full health, I could live a Lava Wave anyways, but it wasn't. Don't think it ever outspeeds? Yeah, no, it never does. Thank you, Hungry Zapdos, for the follow. Really appreciate it. Speed creep? Well, I mean, I've gone through it in a previous video, but when I'm making speed spreads, I always just pick... So if you look at the max speed Inky, and the few Tems below it that could possibly outspeed it if they were max speed, none of them actually go max speed except Hazrat. Or if they do, Inky already has a positive matchup into them. So the best thing to do is to... Or I could just save a few TVs on speed, still win all the matchups I need to, except the mirror, and it's just all around good. Check Chaotico ranks. If I can do that before a match. Yeah, we'll just be fighting back and forth. Bringing this team to TemCS, big dollars on the line. Probably. Frankly, I haven't found a team that I'm overly comfortable with this patch. Like, I could just run my same tag team core, but now that my all of my spreads are out in the open, I kind of like trolled myself for the better of the game, I think. um, I still think that team is extremely good, and I could run it regardless. But I think this team, once I get this last slot filled in, has still a lot of potential. And regardless, it's just so much fun. And I do this for fun anyways. So even if I just completely flop and come out in last place in some of these tournaments, I think that's okay. I mean, next is the regional championship or whatever. I know I faced Funky twice when I like the first and third matches I tried with this team. The first iterations, and I had no idea how to even play hyper aggro at the start. So I lost both pretty bad. I'd be curious how a rematch went if I could pull off, because I know he's one of the people I'd be competing with. Cepheus, if the rumors are true and incognito mode is actually Cepheus's ult, then I don't need to worry too much. Connor, I know he's popped into some of my streams, so he knows how some of the how this team works, so I wouldn't be able to cheese him. I know he has some forms of speed control too, so I'd have to be really careful. I think that one would be like a really even matchup, maybe in his favor, even. Lyman, I'm not even sure what team he's on right now. Haven't seen him play in a while. I'm just kind of going through the top competitors. Plat, I haven't seen Plat in a while either. Is he still on his neutral spam core or toxic spam? Seems like he kind of alternates between the two. He's not even legend. Possibly decayed, otherwise he just really hasn't played much this season, hard to say. When people don't play on ladder, yeah, I don't know what teams they're running, and with all the alts going around, maybe people are using the alts just to hide what kind of teams they're running. I mean, that's fine. I think that's really just try hard. That's not my playstyle, lifestyle. If you want to do that, I won't discourage you, but it's not me. Yeah, it wasn't his like known alt, like, yeah, which also hasn't played any matches. A lot of people aren't even playing the game right now. I know that Valorant is popular among quite a lot of the crowd, and they just play that and kind of show up with a team for tournaments, since they got teams that they know and they're comfortable with. You try hard about having your team on Temtem and doing calcs mid-match. I've thought about that too, but I think that really can eat up your timer like really quick, and you don't know exactly what your opponent's going to be running for defensive TVs, since everyone's running such variance in speed, damage, and bulk. You could end up trolling yourself. Like, if I saw that Zalbian in the Digi aggro matchup, and saw that it only needed 80 TVs to live, I still don't think I would have clicked on it. It's great for speed checks. I guess I've got a handful of common speed tiers memorized. You've seen people complain on the official Discord that they don't want people to spectate them. See that very often, and most times I feel like it's almost like people just don't want others to see them losing. Not necessarily I don't want people to see my team. I mean, I can kind of feel bad. Like if every time you happen to spectate somebody, they lose a match, then you kind of
get it in your head like, oh man, they must be bad at the game, and then you kind of discount their opinion and stuff. And in a place like comp chat, that has an effect on some people. But I'm not sure. That's just complete guessing. It is to prevent people from knowing your team. Yeah, denying content to the people. How could you? No. While there are arguments like that, I've also seen the opposite of the spectrum, where people say that top ranking legend matches should actually be listed somewhere that people can go and watch and see high level gameplay, just so that they can kind of observe. Because like as much content as I can provide for you guys, I don't run the meta. Like you can watch as many of my streams as you want, but by the end of it, you may not have a great idea of how Turok and Volfi play. But here I am against incognito mode again. I really just don't want to deal with this moments. I don't have any fires on this team. One of my digis was banned out, and the other one's really slow, so I'm just gonna ban it. Okay, 2 wires banned on my side. That's a big difference. That really hurts, actually. So it's like a max speed Gasm with super squishy. So Orphill will get outsped by it, but it should be able to do tons of damage. Oops. What do they do to counter Orphill? They probably just bring Mooflank or Zalbian. I want to bring Psypad, it's just not a great choice. It's gonna have to be double toxic, which is unfortunate. Exalbian's options turn 1 here, like Wastewater. I gotta think of a ban first. I banned the Mimit last time just so I don't have to deal with double Zalbian. Rockland ban, that makes sense. Zalbian's turn 1 options are like Wastewater, Electro Punch, Telekinetic Shrapnel. If it has TKS, that's its best option, but most of them don't run that. Toxic player confirmed. I have been running lots of toxic types, yes. Though Akranox is not going to see a second day. Just not a fan. Oh, Zalbian has marbles now? You gotta be joking. Please nerf marbles. It is my least favorite item in this game. Gasma swaps. After the fast charge, Zalbian is faster than my Orphill. It's a lot of damage, even resisted. Soil's team should finish off the Valash here. Oh, that was very close, but it does. That's good, that frees up Inky quite a bit. We'll eat Turbine. I've got 2 electrics in the back. Question is, does the Zalbian have Crystal Bite? Not a common move on it, but this would be like one of the few times I wish I had Cobweb to throw a sting at the Zalbian to trap it in after it turbines and then just DC beam it with Inky. That's he. Thank you for the raid so much. Hello everybody, I'm akranox. I'm a high-ranking comp player. I'm currently ranked 11. I like to play non-meta jank stuff, if you don't know. Pretty much all I do is comp content, so there's plenty of stuff. Dropping off some casual Temtem viewers. Cool. I really appreciate it. Gotta think about my choice here, though. Yeah, so if anyone enjoys like the casual Temtem game, there's so much potential in the competitive scene here. It's the best competitive system of any monster battler, in my opinion. So if that's something that interests you, I would definitely recommend checking it out. We got tons of content and some new player-friendly teams. If anyone has the game or has Showdown, I have a team code on the right of the screen that says Easy Team. It's a very simple team with common strong Tems. You can kind of just click buttons and it'll work out pretty well. Otherwise, I got a wide variance of teams. There's only a few I have listed because I've created so many. Kind of got to cycle them in and out. Gotta sack something here. It's probably gonna be the Grumper. Unnoticed move flank, Cyberclaw. So we know 3 of the Zobian's moves now. Still don't know the 4th though. If we would have played ranked Pokemon and noticed the game mechanics in Temtem, would make for a much nicer competitive experience. But you have played, okay. Yeah, stuff like not having to deal with critical hits or flinches, or even just the damage variance on moves, helps so much. E-Punch, that would be my guess as well, because there was a Mimid on the team. Glancing hits, is that the official name for them? I guess that would make sense. What's a glancing hit? I think glancing, so in Pokemon, there's a system where like anytime you use a normal move outside of like even critical hits, there's like a 10% damage variance on it. So it could deal anywhere from like 40% to 60% instead of dealing a solid 50% every time. And it's incredibly annoying. That's how it's called. I don't know if that's actually what it's called. It sounds right. I know way back on my Nintendo 64, I have Pokemon Stadium, and it's like, what, glancing blow, or something like that. So it would make sense if it was called that. And that's what Neo called it. I'm just kind of basing it off that. Flinches are my least favorite though, because I did play a good handful of like doubles VGC stuff. And I just ended up with... Ah, shoot. I should have T-Strike. There was no reason for me not to T-Strike that slot. played a lot of doubles and then Rockfall. Or no, wow, I've been playing a lot of Temtem. Rock Slide. Getting double flinches on my side when I get no flinches on my opponents was very frustrating. There was nothing I could do to win matches. You hated it when you played Gen 3 and the damage of hidden power of your Sceptile and Salamence was 99, 100%. Yeah, hidden power, they removed that in newer matches, but it was definitely a frustrating point in many games. Random paralyzes while the debuff never runs off. Yeah, and then there's also stuff like you're just using Ice Beam, which is the best, most consistent ice move, and then all of a sudden you get a 10% freeze. Like, where's my counterplay? So I got some speedy Temps here to outspeed the Gazuma and take it out before it can get a hit off. And then once Bobble is only left remaining against my Orphle, I can one-shot it. And for any of the casual players still around, something special about Orphle compared to Nidrasil, its evolution, is it actually has an ability that increases its toxic moves by an extra 50% damage. So in total, with the same type attack bonus and its ability, it deals like 2.25 times more damage with toxic moves. Makes it a very strong damage dealer, which is why I like it on my team. So GG's to Incognito again. Blowing out another win. No rank up though. That's fine. We'll queue up and see if we can get one after this next match. 30% chance Oko moves. I used to love Oko moves when I was younger and played against the Elite Four with like my Fissure Groudon and Sheer Cold Kyogre and stuff. But nowadays, yeah, it's kind of silly that they even have a mechanic like that. Mag top 3 win. I've been top 3 once before. I was saying this the other day. I hit top 3 like a few hours before the season end. I think it was like season 2. It was the first season with Showdown. And the podium did not update before the game did. So I was not able to get a picture of me on the podium. And by the time I logged back on, I think it was Tatella passed me up. Can't blame him. He had a better time zone. I wasn't able to play matches to catch back up until I was already too far behind. But so yeah, it would be really cool to get top 3 again and maybe grab a screenshot. And then also, if anyone doesn't know, the place I'm in right now is Side Park. Just trying to get a Luma Magnus. There's an increased like shiny chance here. It's called Lumas. So I've been here like all week trying to get this little guy, but I have not been successful in doing so. I think we lost most of the casual players, but if anyone's still sticking around, hope you're able to enjoy. Skill issue? Nah. It's more like just some background content while we wait for long queues. I'll be back to radars next week, Orphle radars. Still borrowing a 2Kai from Stu. I'd like to get to Orphle reasonably quick so I can trade him back. Plus I want to get this Orphle perfect on my team so I can use it in Showdown as fast as possible too. Before I switch teams. Is this Scam Park the one before? I never saw the Ori. Yeah, the last 3 Scam Parks I've been in here for like multiple hours each and no luck. The last Park Luma I did get was Mushy, which is like a month or so ago. And even then, I was in there the entire week and stayed. It was towards the end of Sunday that I finally got it. It was a ruthless Park week. And the odds were like just as good as they are now. Actually, I think they were a little worse. I think it was like 4 times 80% spawn. You got a full odds tatter? That, that's unfortunate. I would actually be happy if I got a full odds Saipat or scale. The only full odds I've gotten in Park was a Platox in this cave, and I already have a perfect Luma Platamus, so it's so unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of funny because the Pajaros are in the same spot that the Pajarax spawn for Lumas, or like in Park. So on top of the like 95% spawn chance, you have like a 2.5% full odds chance to get a Luma Pajaric. And I think the last time Pajaro had Luma chance in Park, somebody actually did get one, and it was hilarious. Be a good smoothie. That's fair. I'm thinking like eventually I'm gonna end up with an excess of feathers. So it might be worth just to keep some of my garbage Lumas, and rather than getting like Luma dies that I'm never gonna use, to just perfect them, throw them on the auction house for a few Pansons, or even just trade for other perfect Lumas I don't have yet. I've got like a box and then a few more of perfect Lumas so far. But so there's still a ways for me to go. They're updating the Luma drop shop, pretty sure. If there's something good in there, I'll definitely use it. But my guess is by update, they mean that they're gonna throw a TemCS in there. Or something very simple. But I mean, if that's the way you get Umbra radars, I'm gonna have to get some drops and do some Pookie Umbra radars. TemCS is already there. Oh. So it will be something new. That's nice. I know it wasn't there on... I don't think it was there on release, but maybe they added it somewhere in between. I really don't go down there often. I have not liquidated a single Tem. Shrompy. Alright. Right off the bat, multiple counters. I don't like Turok, but Volar and Gialis are also issues. Nidrasil as well. I wish I had Grandpa here. I kind of want to just drop the akranox like right now. I know I was going to a couple games ago, but I figured I'm only going to play like a couple more matches. Might as well stick through the day with it. And then try something else tomorrow. So if I ban the Volarand, I'm not forced to pick Inky, which I think is a big advantage. Because there's stuff like Auhi and Double Earth that Inky does not like seeing. Rooting for your clubmate? No worries, I don't blame you. This nest that probably has chamomile, but unless actually the nest that can't really be slower than me. So it'll still apply the nullify and I can't push it off. Okay, so this wasn't a good idea after all. akranox getting banned is really interesting. Yeah, Chromion, not this one. Not this one. Thank you for the follow, Pat. Really appreciate it. I'll actually pick my Saipat now. I think Saipat will be really useful here. Outspeeds, max speed, Inky. Orphil's going to be nice for dealing with the Volphy and the Nidrasil, even the Nesla as well. I don't see a lot of value in picking my Inky, so I'm going to pick Grumper, just because it can potentially outspeed the opposing Inky with Sludge Gift and one-shot it, which would be very useful. Yeah, there's the Camel. Super unfortunate for me. This is the time I really wish I had a slow 2-wire, but it's okay. I'm not too worried about the Nesla because I can just bring in Orphil against it and one-shot it later. I know it's a bit slower now. Okay, that sucks. I just wanted to burn through this Nidrasil as fast as possible. But the fact that it's Nutbar makes things so much more difficult. I could have microwaves. I should have. So that's still a squishy Nesla, actually. Based on how much damage it took. Kind of surprised. I don't need like either 2-wire or Chromion for anything in the back. It's actually a Hydrologist Nesla. Not what I was expecting. It's a bit sad not to get the synergy on that, but I can manage fine. Might actually be better because now I can get the hold off on Saipat, which could be crucial. Okay. Like, melee is really good in this backline, so Saipat's really useful, but at the same time... Um... Yeah, I mean, I'm just... There's no reason for them not to, like, T-Strike Plague that slot.
which sucks, but it's what I got. DC Beam Plague. Not so bad. I could play on the chance that they don't know that my Grumper's max speed, and that I have Sludge Gift, and that they stay in. Like that. But like after you realize that my Grumper can do that, you never keep your Inky in again, and then you'd want to swap to Turok to eat it, and then I'd want to probably swap in the Saipat in place of the Grumper. But everything worked out this time. You personally have never lost against me, Shatish. We don't have room for lies in this chat. GG's. So, on the bright sides, that Turok was fake beard, so even if I was in a bad situation, I could use Hypno on Orphill to create space. Even after that win, though, I do not get another rank up. Top 10 is going to be kind of hard to crack, and going to really have to fight for each rank I get through now. You want Schween's Horn Saipat? Saipat doesn't have any other items. Except Drill, when I have a Volcrane, with Evasion up. You saw bait on it for some reason? That's strange. Bait's on the Grumper. So maybe it was just like moving really quickly. Oh no, wrong team. Yeah, bait's on the Grumper, Saipat as Schween's Horn. Oh, I got messages. Is LC a thing, by the way? There was a much larger LC community in the past, but we already have a fairly small community now. So there's a few diehard LC fans. Yeah. I know that Omen Machine and Workman are still big LC fans. I think there's a few others out there as well. And then yeah, the East Coast face-off today in the League Community Tournament. There was a mutual agreement to use LC Tems on every team. So that was really fun to see as well. He still plays? No, he does not still play. He still casts. Maybe he plays. I don't see him online a whole lot, but he still interacts with the community. Stops in comp chat and when he's available, he likes to cast matches to provide content for everyone. So that's really nice. As leader of Vanity, how many Pansons do I have to sacrifice to join? You're going to confuse people who have no idea that I'm actually not the leader of Vanity. Gonna have to ask one of the other more long-time members. You're in the Vanity Discord, right? Just throw a message in the general chat and see who's around. Shoot, I forgot to swap akranox again. 2 Aggro banned. They still do Dojo Wars. I think it's kind of hard to... I think they do Sapanku consistently, but I think that's the only slot that really fits for the majority. Hard to say though. I haven't been able to participate in Dojo Wars since I joined. I know that they were joining whenever they could in the old system, so...
Tuck my Ansapanku. Yeah, I guess there are quite a few other folks. Oh, two-wire ban, two-wire ban. Two-wire ban. Dojo Wars don't exist, they're a myth. Sorry, I didn't mean... I just tell Shatish not to lie, and then I start lying. Yeah, Dojo Wars aren't real. Yeah, I mean, Dojo Wars will come back up. I still wish they'd be more often, at least to make up for the large gap we had after the couple issues. Does anyone play Lowaddle on a random note? The biggest Lowaddle believer I can think of is Toadline? He's on my team, but his exact name is escaping me. I think it's Toadline. Yeah, Toadline. He still plays Lowaddle very consistently. He also runs stuff like Water Custodian Nagase and Slow Down Pocus. So it's kind of like a mental core with sleep shenanigans. It's a really cool team. See Scaravolt. But I had already decided I was going to pick akranox, so there was no reason for me not to. It's so strong at everything here. Once again, we have a quad Earth Week team. Not really sure why. This leads very flexible against this team. I can face just about anything. In order to use Lawal, you gotta ask his permission. Not sure about that one, but I don't want to deal with Grumper. Yeah, Shatish has been using the Waddle for as long as I can remember. When everyone's... You're still losing with him? What kind of brag is that? Everyone said he was bad, and I proved them right by losing. Kinu's kind of bad for my team. I actually found out in another match that Kinu was super bad. I think it might have been against a different Chaotico team. I believe he had like a 5 Digiweek variant. He did hit the equivalent of Legend back in the day with Lowaddle, but it was the Venmet Chim 2-wire 2-2 team. Kind of cheated. That's very cheated. Yeah, you can actually kind of do some variant to that nowadays. It's just not great. What? You don't pick the Kinu? I guess I have 4 things strong against it, but it completely destroys my last 2. That's a huge advantage for me. Huge, huge, huge. Trying to lure Mag to Enigma. As soon as I left my the Vidiots, Hazarov sent me a message trying to recruit me. I think B Flatten did as well. It's like, I love Enigma. If Vanity were to fall apart for some reason, I would definitely head over there with you guys. But I've got a lot of long-standing friends over in Vanity, so definitely I've got to stick there for the time being. I kind of got a Soil Steam here. Don't really want to, but I gotta. All you gotta do is destroy Vanity. I don't remember that being the rules. I hope the Soil Steam kills. Okay, I've seen some really tanky Half-Full Scaravolts lately. I've got max special attack in the akranox, so... Nice damage. Okay. Oshara's not even good into this board. It's really not. I have Bucklong's Akranox, and Toxic Chromion takes neutral damage from water. If I had Venom or Toxin Shower, this would be the turn to use it, but I don't. Yeah, I there were so many options I had that game. I could have just clicked buttons. Kind of a bad matchup for them. GG's. Sold a Luma Hoochik egg for 200k. That is nuts. Oh! I jumped up 2 ranks. Guys, we're top 10. We're top 10 with Orphil and Toxic Chromion. Ah, that's nuts. Man, Akranox was good that match too. It's so... This sucks. I don't particularly like Grandpa. Grandpa has some things it's great for, and others it's horrible. Same with Akranox here. I don't think I've clicked Venom Spread on it once though. It's basically just an Earth type. I could look at other Earths and maybe try that out. What about Volphy? Kip, your banned. We don't speak of that rat here. I would Volphy be good on this team? Probably, purely because it's a Volphy, and Volphy is super strong. It would only add a melee weakness to my team, which I have 2 melee weaks right now, but I have 2 melee resistances and 2 digis. So at the same time, it's kind of like I could definitely get by. I don't have a particular water weakness, but it would threaten out Oshiara a bit more. It wouldn't make me weak to Turok. I would hope against Hazrat and Golzi somewhat, which I've had problems with in the past. But it would make my Nidrasil matchup even worse. Nidrasil is one of the issues I continue to have. I mean, kind of natures in general. If I face like a super stall team with a lot of natures, I really have to get a lot of value with Orphil and or Toxic Chromion, whichever one doesn't get banned. I can't really sacrifice any health, and I don't know. I haven't had huge problems with any stall teams I've faced so far. I had one that I almost got taken to 25 turns on. Karen's kind of a beast now. Volphy's a Jerboa. I have no idea what that is. Like a gerbil? But that's not exactly the same spelling. I'm guessing that's just some type of rat. I only call it a rat because everyone else does, and it makes it sound worse than it is. Get queued up, right? I know sometimes when I look into my team, it cancels queue. Yeah. Just want to make sure. It's a fox, but calling it a rat is deserved. Yeah, exactly. Part of me really wants Volphy to lose Sludge Gift. Like, Sludge Gift getting a stamina nerf hurts Grumpburger kind of bad, and I don't think it deserved it. And I mean, it's so threatening to everything. Like, I don't mind Volphy having a turn 1 for both stabs, but I think that Sludge Gift to give it prio might be too much. Like, just imagine if Volphy had Clay Ball instead. Sounds kind of weird, but it would allow it to have speed control and still a turn 1 Earth as an option. And it wouldn't do a whole lot of damage because it's the opposite type. So it still kind of fit with Wolfie's playstyle of like a support style thing. But it would also, no, I think that would be a good change for it. Still has like Sandstorm Dust Vortex, like you guys are saying. I think taking out DV would be too much. That would probably just kill the Tem again. Because it doesn't have any stronger move other than Plague, outside of Dust Vortex. So if you get rid of Dust Vortex, it really can't hit anything harder than with an 85 BP move. So while it might kind of have a place in stall with like Blifle Step Synergy Bush stuff, Kaleidoscope, I don't think it would be real great. Too bad, so sad it's had its time. I think it would see niche use if it just had Clay Ball instead of Sludge Gift. I think that's a reasonable change. It doesn't completely get the Tem, but it's not like something that's going to be commonly used either. Clay Ball would be really good. Like a really good idea. You love speed control? Yeah, but I mean, like, you wouldn't have to worry about the damage nearly as much. Adam, alright, good luck, have fun. If you're still in chat. If not, maybe you'll be checking out the VOD. Alright. Always love to be on orange side when I'm facing a Hedgen. Getting counterband is very important. Already has Quicksand, but now it hits itself. Unless you have Wind Synergy, yeah. Just realized this is our 10th game. This might be the last one. Maybe I'll do like 1 or 2 more. But I am burning out a little bit. Nope, gotta ban the Hedgen. It's really unfortunate. It's like really hot where I'm at, like 90 degrees throughout the entire day. Even after the sun goes down, like 11 at night, it's supposed to be like 85 degrees, which sucks. I love going on late night walks. I don't know. I probably should have picked Broccolum because Turok are really common to run Fake Beard and or Fake Beard or Bait. So I could use Faraday Cage to apply the Isolate. If it's Fake Beard, it pushes off the Nullify. If it's Bait, it pushes off the Nullify, and then Broccolum would have been really nice. Now Broccolum can potentially get banned, and I'm in a really bad spot. It's really, really tempting to just double into that Gialis, the Digi. Hey, it's your team? Really? Interesting. Broccolum's probably getting banned here, so I'm just going to ban the Volphy so I don't have to deal with 2 Earths in this game. If I can find a way to get Turok down to like less than half, Inky can probably deal the other half, because T-Strike is stupid. Specmaster is broken. If Inky gets banned, then I'm able to pick Broccolum, and I still have more options, yeah. Now I will have wished I banned the Tolkien, for sure. So that's super unfortunate, but it is what it is. Gonna have to play around creating a board where I can get value with Grumper. Gonna bring Akranox here because it has a slightly better matchup into Tolkien and about an equal matchup into Oshiara. Maybe slightly worse, but that's okay.
no fake beard, so probably bait. Move flank would be the worst swap in for me here. But there's a chance I still kill. It's like a slower Gialis. Mirroring Gialis. Chromeon's gonna take a lot of damage here, which is not what I want to see. Okay, that wasn't bad at all, actually. Stone Ball on the 2-wire hurts for sure. Tolkien coming in already. I'm actually gonna do this. Hope that Akranox can live the double, get a really hard hitting binary off. Rip Turok's dam? Yeah, no kidding. Here's a turbine, which sucks. This is good for me though. Chromeon can live any one wind attack. So I can just kind of double into the Tolkien here. Any amount of chip. As long as either Akranox or Chromeon gets one attack off on it, then I can bring in 2-wire and get a turbine off to finish it. It also puts it in range from Grumper to get a Sludge Gift and finish it. Rock Swap, ooh, that's so good for me. That is less good for me. Getting Marbles proc and a turn off a Fake Beard's nice though. It's gonna be a really interesting turn here. I don't really know what's gonna happen. Tolkien doesn't have anything that can really hit Grumper, but it kind of has to try. So that it can kill me with these Serbatios. But at the same time, Tolkien dies and I get some damage onto Oshiara with Chromeon. Tolkien swaps. Turok comes in. Still see the Serbatios. Grumper's able to live. I would have died to any amount of chip from Tolkien. Oshiara lives on like 3 health, but that's fine because I have Chromeon. I wish I knew how fast the token was. Because I just don't. If my Brockham's faster than the token, then I just kind of win. Torrent over Goo. I've actually... It could go either way for sure. It's just kind of what I landed on. I've had more situations where I even slow that I just want to outspeed something. Oh, that's a fast move flank. Not what I was expecting. It's a really speedy move flank, actually. I mean, the whole game comes down to, can I outspeed the Tolkien? I'm a little scared now that there's an excess amount of speed in this move flank for no reason. People run slow move flanks. Usually the unnoticed ones are slower. Is what I've noticed. People run bulk and then just get the speed naturally by not being attacked. And people don't attack it because it's like a 3-shot, unless you have a mental. Why don't I Martial Strike myself? No can do, Tio. No can do. Why didn't Turok's stamina get eaten? That's an interesting turn order thing. Alright, it's all come down. Do I outspeed the token? Do I outspeed the token? Just kind of click buttons. It's just... all comes down to speed here, Adam. Want me to win, but want max speed Brock to lose. How could you, Kip? You're the one that loves speed. Ta-da! What's he thinking about? He was possibly debating on clicking... like Fire Tornado instead. That was a very close game. GG's. It's cursed. I don't know, it just won me that game. Another rank up. Dang. Yeah. I have 2 electric synergies for Rod and Goo, but like... And I put a lot of thought into it. Like, Toxic Torrent sucks, but Rod and Goo's not much more damage. It's basically the same stamina too. But against slower waters and even like Brocklims and stuff. I guess I probably would click microwaves against a Brocklim, but like Babua is a matchup I've run into before. I've had or Babua and like Saipat here. Spread leak. I have changed a couple of spreads around. Chromion changed just slightly because I added akranox, but that's it. GG's. It was very close at the end there. I was not expecting such a speedy move flank, but I'm glad your token was just a bit slower than my Brock. You would have had me otherwise. And I think against any other Brocklim in like existence, you would have outsped. It's my birthday. That is correct. That is correct, Hazarov.
My birthday is on the 2nd of September. That it was a shorter stream going almost 3 hours strong. Did I? Yesterday was the shorter stream. I think this is going to be the last match though. Kind of mentally burnout. I'd like to see if I can get one more rank though. Ridva. We'll see if he bans one of my Earths this time. If Grumper gets banned, that's definitely his best play. Or Akranox, I mean. Nope. GG's. Like D3 last week? No, I'm 8th. No, I'm 9th. I don't think it was it last week? No way. It might have been. In the last week, this team has gotten me so many wins. It's kind of like a cheesy team, but it's so my win rates are so high. Oh, so high. And I have been playing quite a bit. I haven't missed a day since I've been back from vacation. Cheese or not, it's consistent. Well, if it's consistent, it's not cheese. It's consistent, it's not cheese. I'm taking advantage of people's bad spreads. Like, something that I like to think I'm pretty good at is once a meta has been established, I can kind of take advantage of not only just the Tems, but also the general playstyle. Like, that's what I did when I had my Evasion Doom team. I basically saw everyone was running bulky offense, and was just like, well, if I can outspeed you and just destroy you with... Interesting. And destroy you, everyone with just evasion with minimal speed, like, I was able to do it. Old Oshara, Vola Freeze, cheese, consistent. I suppose that's a fair argument. This is actually a really good counter to my lead. I was not expecting it to be this good. I don't want to just save the akranox. No Oshiara. Wah wah. I'm actually kind of glad to bully that thing out. Oshiara is one of my least favorite Tems. Oh, Grumper was taking a nap there. Its eyes were closed. Grumper has marbles? I swear, everything has marbles on the lead. This is like the 3rd odd Tem with marbles today. I feel like it's such a big disadvantage not to run bait on Grumper. You have to run a big stamina vest. Akranox likely taking a wind move. Oh, token swapped. Rip. I could have doubled and killed Grandpa before it moved. Wait until Marbles rework? Oh, I cannot wait. Marbles is my least favorite gear. Oshar is my least favorite Tem. Of course, I run Marbles, but that's kind of just because I have to. It gives such good value. Slow down. Ah, that must be a speed-invested Grumper. Unfortunately, for multiple reasons, that doesn't really work out here. What Oshiar do? It's a monotem. Oshiar is a huge pain because... Oh no, he slept in Broccolum too. Oh no. Broccolum wins basically every neutral matchup just because of its offensive scaling. It's being insane. Broccolum's chilling on this board. Speedy Broccolum OP. I have been liking it. I have. It's like I'm not trying to bully this player, but this is why I don't teams type stack so much. No way I'm playing Broccolum. Broccolum's one of my favorite Tems. It has been for a little while now. I think it's really strong. I'm actually running a really speedy Broccolum though, which is not common. So I found out. Okay, GG. I found out with minimal defensive investment that. Yes, another rank up. All right, with let's see. I think it was like 14 HP invest. I can live the strongest turn 1 move, which would be a matter teleport from a max attack Sandby. So that means anything weaker than that, I can take 2 of those hits, and it still survives. So essentially, it's a 3-hit KO to kill a 14 HP invest Broccolum. Its special defense is stronger than its physical defense. Is also worth mentioning. And then camouflage makes it so against physical Tems, it even takes even more turns. Plus, with Sensei Robe, Soul Shout, and Inner Spirit, it just does insane damage. And I mean, with this amount of speed, you actually get a value with Plague. Kind of nice. But I think this is a good place to stop. I have been playing for almost 3 hours now. We got a lot of wins today. We ended up 9-2. And we ended up in 8th place at the end of the day, so we might end up in top 3 soon enough. Depends on if we can keep this up. I like akranox didn't feel that good, but obviously it put in some work if I ended up like this. So maybe I'll consider running it again. I'll consider my options. Tomorrow will either be akranox, grandpa, or something else. I can't really guarantee it. We'll see. But I think I will be back tomorrow. Kind of a quiet weekend here. And my homework load's pretty light since the semester's just starting. A 99 HP with Matter Teleport Sammy. Yeah, it's still like just surviving on 1 health. So that's kind of rough. But neutral hits are always a 3-hit KO. And I always live any super effective hit outside of like that. Enjoy getting drunk. Thank you, Stu. I'm not much of a drinker myself, but I'm probably gonna have some fun with friends, maybe play some board games and such. Have a good meal. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by, all the support I've gotten, the subs and the follows. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.